Hey guys, and welcome to episode 7 of How I Made My First $1 Million. Today is April 1st, 2021. Assets, $259,000. Not bad. That's up $35,000 from last month. Liabilities at $73,000. That is unchanged. And finally, net worth, $185,000, up the same amount as the assets. So not a bad month. Obviously, this is fantastic. I'm very grateful for this. Most of the gains were from Bitcoin. And I think in terms of dollars, this is the largest dollar gain of any month so far, which is pretty exciting. I mean, 35,000 in a month is awesome. Man, so cool. Especially like not having a job. So yeah, amazing. Okay, so what are these green numbers here? These green numbers, 97, 71, 26, these are the values when I started this 6 months ago. So these are the values from episode 1. So I started with 97,000 in assets and I'm at 259. I mean, that's awesome. Liabilities moved from 71 to 73, which is hardly anything. Look at this net worth. Woo! 26 to 185. I mean, awesome. So awesome. So I feel very, very fortunate, very thankful. It's been amazing so far. I can't believe it's only been 6 months that I've been doing this. It feels like a lot longer. So yeah, I mean, pretty rapid growth. Like, yeah, I have nothing to complain about. But there is something that's in the neighborhood of complaining that I'll mention in just a second. But if you want to bring it up, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining when I do, but I will mention it in just a second. Okay, so how am I feeling? How am I thinking? What am I doing? Obviously, I feel great because of this. What else is going on? On the YouTube channel, I interviewed another guest this past month, a guy who ran for U.S. Senate in the 2020 election, Ricky Harrington, ran for Senator of Arkansas. So it was great to talk to him. That was awesome, great experience, and it sort of gets the ball rolling on the interview side of my YouTube channel, which is amazing. It's definitely the direction I want to go. And this past month, about a week or two ago, I hired 3 virtual assistants who are going to help me find guests for my YouTube channel. So it's amazing. I think they've already found 2 or 3 guests that I will probably interview in the coming weeks. And obviously, you know, it can only go up from there. So it feels great. It's, I think, a really big step for me in terms of personal growth and for the channel in terms of channel growth. So that's really exciting. So I feel great, and I think I want to continue that, and that's one thing I'm doing. I also forgot to mention that last episode on March 1st, I actually hit 300 subscribers. So I didn't know that until after I recorded this video and then checked my channel, but I did hit 300 subscribers. And since then, I've hit 350. I think today I'm around 360. So that's great. It's great progress. It's not really the number that matters. It's not like the reason I'm doing it, but it is nice reinforcement that I'm on the right path, that I'm reaching more people. And when I step back and think like, wow, okay, there were 60 people in the last month that subscribed to my channel. That's an average of 2 people per day. So like 2 people per day somewhere in the world are finding my content, and something about it resonates with them enough that they want more of the content, right? They subscribe. So like it's just so great. It's so great. Yeah, it's really great. So I feel very thankful to even be on the journey. Okay, so what else? How am I feeling? In a weird way, the thing that almost sounds like complaining is that I have been experiencing pain, like in my body, in the form of back pain, neck or shoulder pain, and most recently a headache, which started yesterday and is still lingering today. And again, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, it's just something I'm aware of, and I'm trying to observe it and study it and figure out why is this pain in my body. And my best guess is the upper limit problem, which is something I wanted to talk about in the last video and I just forgot. So I posted a pinned comment below that video, but I'll mention the same thing here, which is basically that every person has a limit to how much pleasure they feel comfortable experiencing. And it sounds weird, but maybe think of pain first. So if you're playing a sport and you scrape your knee, or you kind of like twist your ankle a little bit, or whatever, you can push through that, and maybe your adrenaline or whatever, it's a small amount of pain, it's no big deal, you keep going. Same thing with financial pain. Like maybe you lose $100, it's no big deal. It's not the same as losing 100,000, or whatever the numbers are for you. You can lose a little bit and experience a little financial pain, it's no problem. Okay, same thing with emotional pain. So like, maybe somebody says something that hurts your feelings a little bit, but it's not as bad as like, being embarrassed in front of a million people, or, your true love breaks up with you, or who knows, right? So you can experience a little bit of pain, but too much pain can be like traumatic. Bizarrely, the same thing applies with pleasure, which I had never thought of until I read a book about it. This one, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. So yeah, The Big Leap, it's all about taking a leap from basically wherever you feel comfortable now to more opportunity and feeling comfortable with more success. Really, it's about success and happiness and pleasure. And the same phenomenon with pain exists with pleasure, that basically people can only feel so much pleasure before it starts being a traumatic amount of pleasure, which is so bizarre. I had never considered this before, but it makes a lot of sense. So basically, we all have like our comfort zone in terms of pain and pleasure, like our capacity to experience these extreme emotions. And if you see somebody experiencing a lot of success in one area, like financial success, a lot of times they'll subconsciously sabotage themselves in some other area of their life, like their relationships or their career or their friendships or whatever it is. And everyone does this subconsciously. So a lot of lottery winners start having fights with their friends and family and their husband or wife or whatever. A lot of them get divorced. And it's because, when you experience so much success or pleasure in one area of life, and if that's beyond the capacity for pleasure that your body has, you'll subconsciously try to get yourself back into an equilibrium, like where you feel comfortable. And so this book is all about increasing your capacity to feel pleasure in all different areas of life. So there's really no reason that you can't be financially successful, like relationally successful, familially successful, right? All these different things. There's no reason other than you have to work at it, believe it or not. Like, you actually have to build the capacity to experience pleasure in all these different ways. So anyways, back to the headache and body pain and so forth, I actually think that these physical pains are coming from my body holding stress, not letting good feelings pass through my body. I think that's actually what it is. So whether it's financial success or YouTube success or whatever these different areas of success are, most of the areas of my life are phenomenal right now. They're all so good. Friends, family, everything, free time, money. I mean, it's all so good. I have nothing to complain about. And I think that's actually why my body's experiencing pain. I think subconsciously I'm holding, I'm stressing and tensing and not letting the energy flow through me. So I think that's actually what it is. So again, I don't mean to complain about it. It's just something I'm aware of, and that's my hypothesis, and it's what I'm going to work on going forward. So yeah, just working on my capacity to feel more success in all areas of life. Kind of amazing. So thanks, guys. See you next month.